a strong linkage between two issues, Corey. So I say this to people. If we were a community the size of Langley and Abbotsford, outside of Toronto, the Mississaugas, the St. Catharines, we would have commuter rail. We have been ignored. Now it's expensive, but one of the ways you can pay for that, at least help to pay for it, in extending a rail transit link, and I have seen and I am supportive of the revitalization of the BC Electric line, is densified housing along the route, particularly around the stations. We got to be honest with people. For most young families, most young people, entry into the housing market today is not going to be a detached home. They're worth more than $1 million now. But what we can do is make sure that there is densified housing, townhouses, condos available so that young people and young families can get into the housing market at an affordable price. I can guarantee you this, Corey. If housing isn't available, it won't be affordable. And here's a chance to take the two needs. I mean, Highway 1 is an embarrassment. It's our national highway. You can't move on it. One of the last things I did as finance minister was approve an expansion. The provincial government that took over canceled that, and now we've got a lingering mess that is still 3 years away from being addressed. But if we create a rail transit option into the central and eastern Fraser Valley and use that as an opportunity to invite the private sector in to build more housing, and by the way, look at perhaps recreating something we used to have in BC called a BC Second. Now, maybe there's a role for the government to provide some assistance to young families in terms of the down payment, and register that as a second mortgage against the property as a way of facilitating people getting into the market. I mean, these are ideas that I think need to be pursued, but it begins with facilitating the approval of more housing along a transit route.